What's up guys? This is the second episode of the Best Android App series. Recently, we covered some of the must-have apps for Android. I will leave a link to that video in the description. Make sure to check it out as you will definitely find some useful applications. So, without any further ado, let's continue. The first app on my list is Yahoo Weather. This is one of the best weather app for Android. As you can see, we have a beautiful background with weather info of the current location. You can tap here to add a new location and tap here to jump to menu to edit locations, get app recommendations from Yahoo, as well as settings to change the units, notifications, animations, etc. Going back, here we have the weather and the background image that you see here is pulled from Flickr. And all the images are based on the location and timing. When you scroll down, you get a detailed info on the forecast, map, wind and pressure, sunrise and sunset, and so on. Sliding left will bring weather details on other saved cities, and you can always slide from the top to refresh the weather. You also get variety of widgets with different sizes. So, a great weather app. The next one is 500 Fire Paper. For best and high resolutions wallpapers, this app is one of the best, as it not only brings the amazing looking wallpapers, but also changes them in the given time or action. So, the wallpaper on this device is from the app itself. Coming to the app, you have options to update wallpapers over the Wi-Fi and choose from popular, editor's choice, and categories like abstract, nature, technology, etc. You can choose your update intervals, that is, your wallpaper will automatically be changed in the given time or action, like set the update interval to every screen off, which will change the wallpaper every time you lock your device. We have home display, that is, every time you press the home key, the wallpaper changes. Grayscale mode for black and white wallpapers. You have a parallax effect, daydream options, and other settings. So, as you can see, I have a beautiful wallpaper here. You can change the wallpaper simply by tapping with 3 fingers. So, a great app for beautiful wallpapers. The next one is TeamViewer. This app will mirror the display of your computer on your phone. After downloading this app, head on to teamviewer.com on your PC or Mac and install the TeamViewer software on your computer. After installation, launch the app on your phone. It will ask you for an ID. Now, enter the ID that is displayed on your computer. It will ask for a password, type it, and here you have the basic tutorial for the mouse interactions. Now, hit continue. As you can see, we now have the computer's display on our phone. Now, I can remotely control my PC via this phone. So no matter how far I am from my computer, I can use Wi-Fi or 3G to control my PC via this app. Here, I have the mouse. I can browse through the files, check what's going on, play or pause my downloads on my computer. Since I have dual monitor setup, I can switch to monitors from here. Launch keyboard to type, perform additional tasks like Ctrl-Alt-Delete, reboot, hide all these options, etc. From the app settings, you can do the settings for info, quality, resolutions, wallpaper, etc. So, a great app to control your computer remotely with a lot of other options. For more info, head on over to the TeamViewer's official site. The next one is 7-Minute Workout. This app will act as a personal trainer. You can just hit start and it will start a voice feedback and show you how to do the exercises. It even shows you the rounds and the number of exercises you need to do within 7 minutes. You also have this shortcut here to see the tutorial video on YouTube of the respective workout. You can tap here to pause, go to the previous or next exercise. You can also disable the voice feedback from here. At the top, you have instructions on the exercises. Going back, we have Calendar to see the workouts, as well as settings to sync the app to Google Fit. This app supports multiple languages, as you can see here. Now, going back, we have other options for voice, repeat circuits, exercise time, and many other options. So, a great app to manage your workouts. The next one on our list is Expense Manager. Expense Manager is a great application for managing your expenses and incomes. Here, you have options to view your summary, budget, and activity. Below that, you have details on the budget, balance, and income of the week, month, and year. Lower below, you can add the recurring expenses and also add income and expenses. While adding incomes or expenses, you can give in the date, payer if it's income, and payee if it's expenses. Choose different categories, payment methods, and other details. You can also snap a picture for the description. While adding amount, you also have a shortcut to Calculator, which is very handy. Going back, we have our expense details here. Then we have Calendar to see the income, expense, and balance. There's also a chart to see our transaction, as well as options to transfer amounts from one account to another. Some impressive features of this app is that you can sync your data with your cloud storage. You are also provided with lots of currency options. Set reminders for payments, and many more. We have a variety of widgets with this app, like Calculator, Calendar, etc. So a great expense manager app with lots of useful tools. The next one on our list is Versus. This is a great app to compare two products instantly, like smartphones, cameras, etc. There are times when we need an instant comparison between two products to find out which one is the best for us or which one solves the purpose. So with this app, all you have to do is give in the name of two products that you want to compare. For example, I have to compare between the Lumix GH4 and Canon 7D Mark II. I can just type in names and select the right one from the list and hit go. So here you get the product image, and sliding to either of the side will give you the pros of respective device, as you can see here. So, a great application to quickly compare electronic products. The next one on our list is Wi-Fi Inspector. With this app, you can inspect your Wi-Fi network. As you can see, we have our network details here, like the IP address, MAC address, speed, etc. You can tap on the Inspect Network to begin inspecting your Wi-Fi. Here, you have a list of all the devices connected to your Wi-Fi network. The unknown devices are marked with X. You can see their IP address, vendor name, and MAC address. You can tap here to give a name and add it to your known device list. This app comes in very handy, as you can see the devices connected to your Wi-Fi network and check if someone is stealing your internet. The next one is DJ2. I must say, it's one of the best audio mixing app for Android. As you can see, we have the layout as that of the real mixer. You can use this app both in landscape or portrait mode. But using it on landscape is better, as we can control both the decks. Tap here to add a song, and tap on My Music to add a song from your library. Similarly, load other song on the other deck. You can tap here to sync the BPM, or drag this slider to increase or decrease the BPM manually. Also, you can instantly turn it up or down and bring it back to normal speed from here. You can tap here to add different effects like equalizers, FX effects, loop effects, and cue points. And from here, you can give different sound effects and change its volume. You also have option to change the preset. Tap here to start the auto mix, which will automatically add all songs in your library and play it accordingly. Tapping here will get you to the graphical display of the tracks. From here, you can play, pause, add cue points and loop to cue points. You can drag this slider to change the volume of the decks. To record your mixing, tap here. And to change settings, tap here. So these are all professional terms when it comes to DJing. We get almost all the tools and options for professional audio mixing. Hence, a great DJ app. The next one is QR Code Reader. This app scans the QR codes of different products through the phone's camera. When we launch the app, we get a camera interface and you scan the QR code by keeping it on the focused area, and it automatically scans the code and tells you the number. Hit OK and you're directed to the products page from Shop Advisor. Going back, you have options to use the LED flash, choose pictures from your gallery for the QR codes, options for history and settings. So, a great app to scan QR codes. The next one is Proximity Actions. With this app, you can create actions using your proximity sensor. Like you have wave actions here, that is, you can choose actions when the screen is on or off and choose number of waves to perform certain tasks like wake up the device, play or pause the music, etc. You can check the sensor settings and change your settings as per your preferences. Similarly, I can choose any action while holding the proximity sensor. Let me give you a quick demo. Choosing an action while the screen is on. I want to lock the device. Next, let's choose a wave action. One wave and I want to launch my gallery. Now, there you go. Similarly, let me just quickly do the settings for Wi-Fi on and off. And there you go. Below that, you have options for the app settings where you can customize sensor responsiveness, auto unlock, etc. I suggest you to use the default settings for this app, as customizing the settings may result in poor battery performance. So, a useful application to utilize the proximity sensor of your device. The next one here is the Sketchbook Express. This is one of the best sketching application for normal users as well as professional users. You get lots of tools for your sketch. As you can see, we have a blank page where I can draw anything I want. While drawing, if you want to change the brush properties like the brush size and opacity, you can tap here and then slide left or right to increase and decrease the brush size, and slide up or down to increase or decrease the opacity. You have other tools like erase all the contents of the page, go to the full screen mode, undo, redo, and this color picker. This tool is very handy if you're working with multiple colors. And all the shortcuts that you see in the corners are accessible when you double tap the respective corners. On the top, we have options to create a new sketch, save your current sketch, or export it to your gallery. Then we have app settings. We have some additional tools as well for these mirror effects, draw styles, filling options, transform the whole sketch. We have brush options from where we can choose the brush size, opacity levels, as well as different brush types. Next, we have the color picker. And lastly, we have options to add layers like on the Photoshop, which gives a professional touch to this application. So overall, a great application for sketching. Another nifty addition to our list is MediSafe. With this app, you can set reminders for your medicine. Here we have 4 different tiles which displays the number of medicines you have to take at that time of the day. You can tap here to add a new medicine, and here you get 2 different options. Scheduled is where you manually give in the reminder times and dates, and needed is where you can save information of the medicine and its purpose. So this eliminates the need of memorizing the names of the medicines and its usage. Here, you can add more options like dosages, instructions, etc. MedFriend is where you add a friend and their medications to remind him or her to take their medicine. Going back, you can change the dates from here or go to the app settings. At the top, you have options to add a medicine to your cabinet, add a MedFriend, given your other details like blood glucose, calories, temperature, pulse, etc. You also get a widget that shows your pending meds, etc. So, a very helpful app. The next one is Home Manager. This app lets you control all the launchers installed on your device. As you use different launchers, the stock launcher is always running in the background, which results in high battery consumption as well as makes your device laggy. So with this app, you can kill all the launchers that are running in the background. As you can see, we have a list of launchers that are installed on this device. It even shows the launchers that are running in the background and the memory consumption. I can quickly switch to different launchers from here. From here, we can switch to any launcher and clear the default launcher. You can tap and kill any launcher that is running in the background which you are not using, uninstall it or view details of that launcher. So, a great app for managing multiple launchers. The next app on our list is Wattpad. For those who like to read ebooks, this app is one of the best apps for reading ebooks as it provides you with hundreds of free ebooks from a wide range of categories. At first, you will have to sign up for this app and then you are directed to this category of stories you want to choose for your reading. So here is the library, and from here you can add more stories to your library. Over here, you get all the popular ebooks as well as recommendations. Lower below, you get all the categories like romance, poetry, actions, random, etc. And another great feature of this app is that you can choose from different languages. From the slider menu, you have options to view your profile, go to reading lists, newsfeed, create your own story, that is, you can do your own writing, and so on. So let's open a book, and here I can scroll between the pages. At the bottom, we can jump to pages using this slider, view and edit comments, favorite the story, and share it. From the top, we can set brightness levels, zoom text, and choose background for better reading experience. Also, we can choose fonts. We have more settings for screen orientation, inline comments, status bar visibility, volume key navigation, reading mode, and brightness option. So, overall, a great app to read ebooks. The next one is VLC Media Player. This is one of the best media player for your device. It supports a lot of video formats as well as plays all your audio files. So here, you need to choose the internal or external memory, then select the directory for your media files. You have this slider menu for all your audio files, video files, and history. You can make a search by tapping here, give an URL for a video, that is, you can just paste a video URL and stream it from this app itself. You have options to sort, refresh, change equalizer, go to preferences, etc. So first, let's choose an audio. Here, you can slide to go to albums, songs, or genres. Choosing a song will give you this now playing screen where you have regular music controls and options like playback speed, sleep timer, jump to time, and equalizer. Whereas the video player has controls like resizing the video, locking the screen where all the interactions are blocked, and other options like that of the music file. Also, you can add a subtitle from here. You can seek by sliding left or right, slide up or down on the left hand side for the brightness controls, and slide up or down on the right hand side for the volume control. You are also provided with a widget for playback controls. So, a great media player. The next one on our list is floating apps. This app provides you with multitasking capabilities by letting you use apps as floating widgets. You can run multiple apps at once. Like, you can make a call on one window, browse the internet on the other window, and even watch YouTube videos simultaneously. Once you start this app, you get a list of apps, windows, bookmarks, browser, dialer, and many more items that can run as a floating widget, and you do get additional apps if you buy the full version. I really wish they could consider Calculator, as Calculator is an app that can be very useful as a floating widget. Sliding from the right will give you two options to create your own widget and URL app. Only creating URL app is free. You can add any link and use it as a floating app. Say, for example, a website that you use the most. On settings, you can choose different languages. You have settings for notification bar, quick launch, floating menu, transparency, and windows. So, I'm on my home screen here. There is this floating icon which you can place anywhere you want. Tapping on it will give the list of apps that I can use as a floating widget. Active Windows is where you manage all the floating apps that are in use. We have bookmarks, browser, dialer, our custom web page app, flashlight, etc. Launcher is where you get a list of applications installed on this device. We even get stopwatch and system information. You can move these floating windows, resize it as well as minimize it, and this cross icon will close the window. This app brings a unique way to multitask and use different apps at once. The next one on our list is Copy Bubble. Say you are copying the address of a person to paste it and send it as a text, and suddenly you have to copy another link and save it as a note. The previously copied text will get replaced. Not anymore. With Copy Bubble, multiple items will get copied on this floating icon, and you get option to choose which item to copy, share, or delete. It also shows you the number of items copied, and it doesn't copy the same thing twice. So you can copy all you want and paste it whenever necessary. You can also choose multiple choice, that is for copying multiple items, and paste it at a single place, let's say email. There you see. Back to the app, you have options to auto start, auto hide, and so on. So, a very handy application. The next one on our list is Contacts Plus. This is a great app to organize all your contacts with a single app. At first, you will have to set it up, like you will need to turn on the SMS, the backup location, and source. You can also set up free SMS through which you can send free text to other contacts using this app. Here, you have three different tabs. You have all your contacts, your messages, and your call logs. You can bring up the dialer by tapping here, and with the dialer you also have the features like smart dialing, that is you can just type the name of the contact, like I have saved test as a contact, so I'll be typing TEST, and there you see. Going back, you can tap here to choose contacts to display and tap here for options like new contact, settings, etc. Now going to the contacts tab, here all the contacts are organized on the basis of how often you contact them, and lower below they are organized alphabetically. You can tap on any contact to view their details. Here you have the info. At the top you can bookmark it as your favorite contact and options to edit, join, unlink, or choose a ringtone for that contact. On the left you have options to view the text between you and that contact, calls, Google Plus info, etc. You can also tap and hold on any contact to bring up the shortcuts like call, text, or send an email if the contact has an email address. You also get variety of widgets like call logs, dialers, messages, and so on. So a great all-in-one app for organizing your contacts. Moving ahead, the next one we have is WeTransfer. Basically, we have certain limitations while sharing large image files or videos via email. Like, we are limited to 25 MB of data sharing. So, this app allows us to share high-resolution images and videos as it supports up to 10 GB of file sharing. So, this app creates an ease to share your pictures and videos. Choose the files you want to share, and on top you can see the total file size. Then tap Next. Now give email ID of the person you want to send it to. Type message and then transfer. Then it shows the percentage of progress of your transfer with a cool background. You can also pause the transfer or cancel it. And when the transfer is done, you will get this message. The reason I chose this app is it's not mandatory for the other person to have this app, and also this app is very easy to use. Moving ahead, the next one we have is Just Currency. This app converts any amount of currency to other currencies. This app supports almost all currencies around the world. And the best part is, this app works offline as well. By default, you have US dollar to convert to other currencies. You can add your amount by tapping here, even in decimals. Whenever you are online, you can update the exchange rates by tapping here and convert the amount to other currency and vice versa. Below that, you have a list of all the countries. You can tap on the flag to change the country. So, a very handy app to stay updated on exchange rate and converting currencies. So guys, that's all for this episode. Make sure to check my other apps and game videos. Stay tuned for more videos like these, and I'll catch you in the next one. Till then, you guys have a great day.